In today's episode, I'm going to be doing a painting using these Meeden 24 count tube set. So I got this from Temu. Hi everyone, I'm Cindy. Welcome back to my channel. I'm a mature Latina, native New Yorker, and I discovered my love and passion for art and watercolors in my early 60s. I've been waiting to unbox this, and it still has the seal on it, you see? But Diane Anton from Diane Anton Studios, she's been working with these and she's very happy with it. So I'm very excited to work with this. I'm going to swatch it off camera and I'll show you the swatches, because I don't know about you, but there are times when I'm okay watching swatches and there are times when I'm like, I just fast forward because it's just, to me, it's just boring. But because I'm so much of a newbie, a little bit in over a year in watercolors, that I really don't know what the exact formulas are. I know Lindsay the Frugal Crafter does a thorough review on her watercolors and art supplies, and she really goes into the breakdown and everything, and I'm not that familiar with it yet. I mean, the numbers, I really don't know what they mean to me. Eventually I will know, I suppose, being exposed to them so much. Watercolors and the painting. So don't you just love the Meeden packaging? I just love their packaging. I mean, you could spot these a mile away. So come with me as I do a painting, these Meeden 24 4 fluid ounce tubed watercolor set. I just swatched these and I like what I see so far. I mean, I think this palette would be great for florals and landscapes, because look at the amount of yellows they have, the amount of reds, even a rose color, which is really nice. Look at the amount of greens. I love this deep green. I love phthalo green too. And I like the way it blended there. It doesn't have Payne's gray, which is, kind of interesting. But that's a deep black. Well, I'll work on it. This is the first time I'm working with a tube set, actually. I've been working with pans up till now, so let's see. Okay, so what I have done was taking this tube set and put it onto the pan. This empty pan from Meeden, from the Meeden website, is on sale for $8.95 for 24. To hold 24. Oh yes, this inspiration came from Phoenix. They have a swatch card with this size, and it fits right into their watercolor pan set. So I took that and I created a swatch for myself. So what I was told to do was, when you transfer, this is from several YouTube artists, when you transfer a tube to a pan, you should let it dry overnight and let it settle. So that's what I did. I like it because you could take it out too. So I like that. Could do that there. Got this reference photo from a royalty-free website, and I just love the view and the two chairs. Looks like there's a fence thing here. The perspective. I'm gonna see if I could get that. I thought this would be a nice painting. I'm using the Arteza 5x5 by 8x5 pad. I did a quick sketch. Of this here using my watercolor pencils. Of course, along with the 24 palette tin, I had to buy the Meeden brush. This was on sale too. This is a number 3 quill brush, and I've been using it so far and I love it. I might be using this number 8 round, so I have that handy. I have my Meeden dual water wells, one for rinse, one for wash. Let's get started. Let me give these a spritz with my trusty water bottle so I can activate the colors. Oh, and then I bought this from Cheap Joe's. Cheap Joe's has sale on these because they're closing, or if not, I think they've already closed. This ceramic 10-well palette. So let me just take the Meeden. I'll do a wash. Everything starts out as a wash. I could just put there, and I'll just mix some here. Quick wash. I'll just do a quick wash of the chairs. And what I think I'll do a wet on wet approach to the sky. I think I'll do that. I'll do wet on wet. I think I'll try that. That's an interesting texture it's creating, I thought. It's interesting. Okay. And this green, let's see, hold on. See if I add this green might do. Just so I could get that back. I like that color purple. I'm just going to add a little bit of brown. I think that's too much of a wash. Let's see if I can just do it straight. I'm going to start using the Meeden quill brush. I just love this quill brush. I have to double check to see if they consider this tube set to be professional quality. I mean, my thought is, and I don't know how, let me know in the comments below, if it tells light fast information, if it gives you light fast information, to me that means that it is professional quality. That's my understanding. I might be wrong. I don't know. Let me just go ahead and I love the way this feels in my hand, the way it's, I mean, very light. I might order more. They have a whole quill set. Meeden is selling the quill set. But I think I'll wait until there's a sale. I'm kind of guilty. I feel kind of a little bit guilty ordering another set of brushes because I have so many brush sets. But as someone told me, you could never have enough brushes, which I totally agree. This is actually all in darkness. Like that. I like the range in browns. Now that is beginning to, let me see if I add a little bit. A little bit of that. Brown. Okay. Now here, these are two trees that, and then all of them are dark. They have dark trunks, but there's like a couple here and a couple here that have brown trunks. Let me just. Let me use a darker. They look like they're merging. They're two separate trunks. There's a little third one over here. The little third one there. Actually, I realized. Because, let's see, hold on. Okay. This is so dark. All this is dark. Does it look a little turquoisey to you? Let me see, because there is like a shadow. There is like a shadow there. Actually, this whole area is like in a shadow. I wonder if I could just merge it. It's a little bit of a shadow there too, just a little. Not much. I don't like the harsh line that's created. There's also some other tree trunks out there like that. It's a little bit of it's too. Wow, look how much water that was. I don't know, wonder. Just wipe on my towel. There's someone's barking dog over there. And there's a bunch of trees in the background. Plan to use the sea sponge over here to do the leaves and such. I think I have a thinner one. I'll use this. You see, it's not as broad as this. So I'll try and use that. Dunk it in the water and dip it onto the pan. Much better. Much better. And a lot of this is in the darkness, so I'm going to switch to a darker green. What I might end up doing is just doing it the old-fashioned way and just dabbing it. But I'll try this first. I'll try the sponge. Sponge is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to play with. That's what I want to do. I might even go as far as just to use just black. Let me see, hold on. Because all this is dark. All this is like almost black, actually. Okay, if I use, yeah, all this is like, it's really black, like all of this. I'm going to use the black. As a matter of fact, why don't I just take it straight from the tube? That's what I'm going to do. Yep, here you go. Meeden black. Shouldn't really be. Let me just do that there. Yeah, I'm going to need to do that because it's really dark. Let me just do that. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that because this area, the area on this side is like almost all black. So that's what I'm going to do is use the sponge and then I'll use the brush as a filler. That's what I'm going to do. I mean, there is some light greens there. And I'll try this area. Wow, yeah, that's the way. Because this area is like it's like totally dark, completely dark. This area. And this area is dark, completely. That's what I'm gonna do. Play around with the sponge. And then over here is dark. Like this area. I'm just gonna add some dark here. This whole area. All this is dark. All this. Yeah, this area is dark. Now I think what I will do is work on the chairs. Give it a little bit more detailed definition. So this is pretty much dark. There's light hitting that. I think it's off camera, I think. Not so sure. Sometimes I get so involved I forget that it's that something's off camera, and then until I'm reviewing it, I'm like, oh no, it's off camera. So let me just, because this is fully dry. So let me just, actually it's darker than that. See, I like the lines that it creates. I love that. And there's The line there. The line there. It should be about there. Let's see. Might be too light. Yeah, it might be too light. Actually, there is like a little, just a slight shadow. Let's see if I could just put a slight shadow underneath. Now on to the fence. Fence is a little bit. Okay. So I think what I will do is try and add like a little shadow thing happening here, perhaps. I'm just dabbing to see if I could get a little shadow stuff happening, maybe. That's all you basically do to add a little greenery. Well, that's a little bit much, but that's okay. And then see if I could add it here. There is some greenery here. There is some grass. You see a little bit of grass here. So I'm gonna see if I could, well, that might be a little bit, just hints of grass, you know what I mean? I like this Meeden brush. You get some really nice fine lines. This number 3 quill brush. And then the last thing I would do probably is to add branches and such to the trees. Just hints of grass, you know what I mean? Don't have to do every blade, just hints. And this might be, you know, the reference is very, very slight grass. It's not as tall as this, but hey, this is my painting. Do whatever I want. And I'm gonna break out the black again because that's where you see some of the tree trunks over here. See some tree trunks there. Tree trunks there. You know what? I'm gonna have to use black. Okay. Tree trunks there. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have put that there. Now I'm wondering. But there is light showing through. I think. But you know, it's a sketch. And then there's some branches. Some branches going out there. There. Let's see, hold on. There. There's one skinny one like there. It's like going across practically, but I really don't want to do it going across. Actually, these like merge practically. So what I should do, I wonder if I should just break out this again, and because it looks like in the top it's going across practically. So that's where I break out the sea sponge again. It's just that there's, and here too, here is like some dark areas here, darker. I enjoyed working with this Meeden tube set. I feel that if you're thinking of dipping your toes into tube watercolor paints, this is a good starter set because it's very reasonable, and you see the colors are nice and vibrant. And although this does give light fast information, I will not use these paints to create paintings for my Etsy shop to sell. But for journals like this, sketching, I use these paints for my favorite palette ring when I go plein air painting. Lindsay the Frugal Crafter has a very interesting review on these paints. I am going to link her video below so you could check her out. So yes, I enjoy working with these paints. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Hit like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye, everyone.